Hey Revolve, it's Eva Rankin. Today I'm getting ready for a night out and I wanted to show you guys my go-to glam and hairstyle for when I'm going out to dinner or heading out with friends. Everything that I'm using in today's video is available on Revolve Beauty. I'm going to start off with prepping my skin, so I'm going to use this Hydrating Mist from Epara. This is a really fine and light mist and it just instantly brings my skin to life, so I love using this before I go in with makeup, especially when I'm doing glam. Because I'm heading out, I thought I'd treat myself to some eye patches, so I'm going to use my favorites from Dr. Barber Sturm. They come with a cute little spoon. I'm obsessed. So these are actually all nice and cold because I like to leave them in the fridge, and I feel like this just really refreshes my under eye before I do any makeup. These are cooling, hydrating, and help with depuffing, so I love to do this before a good glam session. I feel like it just preps my under eyes so nicely. While my eye patches are doing their thing, I like to start with my brows before I do anything else. I'm going to be using this brow gel from Make Beauty, and the thing I love about this brow gel is it's tinted. This is in the shade Cool Taupe, so I feel like it holds my brows in place but then also gives them a little bit of extra color, which I love in an evening. During the day I tend to like a clear gel, and then in the evening I like something with a little bit of a tint in it. This also holds my brows in place all night long. Okay, I'm just taking off these eye patches and you can see how bright and hydrated my under eyes look, and then I'm just going to go in with the rest of my skincare and we can start glam. When I'm heading out, I really like to use a primer to make sure that my makeup lasts to its best ability, so I'm going in with this Pink Prime and Care by Erborian. This is going to really help to smooth my pores and kind of give my skin a blurred effect, which I really like using, especially when you know you're going to be like taking pictures. And this also helps to even out my skin tone, which I love. And this is a Korean brand, so all the ingredients in this are so nice. It honestly feels like butter on your skin. You guys can see my skin looks blurred but then has a really nice glow to it too. Then from the same brand, I'm going in with a really cool product. This is their CC cream, which actually starts off as a white formula and then it turns into gorgeous skin tone as you blend this in. And you can see how quickly my whole skin has just been beautifully evened out. It honestly feels like skincare on your skin, which I love, but then it also looks like I have a filter on. Once I've blended all that in, I really like to go in with a cool toned contour shade before bronzer. As you guys can see, this is like a really cool shadow tone, and I love using this as it creates shadows rather than bronze. So I kind of just put this where I like to contour first. And I also love this product because it is also a stain. So for me, I really like to use products that are going to stay on my skin all night, and this is definitely one of those products. And instead of adding bronze, I've just created some shadows there. To bronze up, I'm going in with the same product in the shade Giving Boss, which is a really gorgeous bronzy shade, and I kind of like to take this closer to the apples of my cheeks and then across my nose like that, and we're basically going to give that sun-kissed look, which I love doing on a night out. You guys can see that these honestly blend like a dream, and that has just brought back some color to my face. I want to keep this look really nice and bronzy, cool tones, warm neutrals, and a lip that I love to use for that is the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner in Iconic Nude. So I'm just going to go ahead with this and line my lips. When I'm heading out, I like to overline a little, but I only overline in the center of my lips, which I'm going to demonstrate now. So right here, I just go a little bit under, and then right on the Cupid's bow, I like to go a little bit over too. Then the rest of my lips, I just line as normal. And then I like to go over any natural creases my lips have. And I feel like this is the perfect lip color for when you're heading to a dinner or a party and you just want that pouty nude lip. To take this look more into evening, I'm going to use this warm nude palette from on my eyes. This has so many beautiful shades. I feel like this is a really good just like palette for everything. It's kind of got all the shades that you may need. Okay, so first I'm just taking the shade Cocoon and I'm just gonna take this through the crease of my eyelid, and this is really keeping aligned with that neutral bronzy look. And I also like to take the shadow down my nose like this to kind of contour. Then I'm taking a slightly darker shade. This is the shade 1979, and I'm going to take that on my outer crease to kind of give my eyelid some dimension. And I love how buildable this palette is. The shadows can be light, dark, whatever you feel like. Once I've done that, I'm going to go in with this brightening concealer from Kosas. This is in the shade Magic, and it's this really bright pink shade, which also color corrects as well as brightening. And I like like to use this after my eyeshadow so I can kind of use it to shape the outer corners too. I love to just use a mini beauty blender for this, as I can really get into the creases of my eyes, and you can see immediately how much that brightens my under eye. And the Kosas concealers are honestly just my ride or dies. I've used them for years and they're all available on Revolve, so whenever I run out I stock up. And with the motion of the sponge, I kind of take any extra down the sides of my nose to sort of contour, and it gives you that really snatched look, which I love in the evening time. Then I'm just going in with my regular shade. I wear the shade 4N, and I just like to conceal in any areas that I would like a little extra coverage. And then I do a little on my under eyes too, just to make sure they're not too pink. But sometimes if I feel like it, I can just leave it like that, super bright. And then I'm just blending this out again with my little baby beauty blender. Everything I'm using will be linked below for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and set this in place with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. This leaves my skin literally airbrushed, and I love that for the evening. I love it for a night out when you're taking pictures of the girls and you want your skin to look flawless on camera. This is gonna be your favorite. You can see I've hit pan. This is how much I love this one, and it just gives you that extra blur on your skin. To top up my lip, I'm going to go in with one of my favorite colors from TYS Beauty. This is in the shade Honey, and I'm going to apply this to my lips. That just gives me a really nice juicy combo, and this also smells and tastes incredible. For mascara, this is honestly one of the best mascaras. It's the Kosas Soul Gazer, and I love a good lash for a night out. You can see the difference straight away. It's literally such a good mascara. For blush, I'm going in with one of my favorites. This is Summer Fridays in Pink Sunset. This shade works really well for me when I'm doing this kind of more neutral bronzy nudes look. I feel like the little pop of baby doll pink goes really nicely with this. One of the most important steps for night out glam for me is a setting spray. So I'm going to use this one from Pat McGrath. This is her Glass Skin Fetish. I love this one because it keeps me really glowy. As you can see, I'm not actually using a highlighter. I'm just going to use the setting spray, and this alone gives me such a nice glow. So it's kind of a setting spray and a highlight in one. I feel like this is so simple but so gorgeous at the same time. And now I want to show you how I can really quickly take my hair from daytime to evening with one product. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm not really a hair girl. I'm not very good at hair. However, I discovered on Revolve the Epara Dry Texturizing Spray, life-changing. I'm going to show you guys how I can like really quickly do my hair for a night out and make it look great. So my hair is just kind of blow dried, simple, everyday right now. And I'm just going to take the Epara Dry Texturizing Spray and put this straight into my hair and show you how I can get ready for a night out with this so quickly. And as you can see, I'm kind of blowing this away from my face, and I'm just scrunching up my hair with this texturizing spray, and you can see immediately the difference in each side. Obviously it's a little messy, but we'll tame it. This just gives you the perfect texture, like insane. I'm just gonna do the other side now. This also smells divine if you guys haven't smelled Epara before. And this is my final look. You can see I literally did that hair in under a minute, and it stays like this all night. The texture spray is honestly amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please subscribe so we can share more beauty videos with you guys. I have so much fun filming these, and everything I used will be linked in the description and available to shop on Revolve Beauty. See you next time.